Welcome to Level Up Mondays, where every Monday, one of us from StatsDrone tries to help you level up your affiliate game. And what I want to showcase today is something I've been working on for a little while, which is our Tableau dashboards. And this is a project I took a couple years ago from Kevin Hartman, who's former evangelist analytics at Google. Really sharp guy. Anyways, I took a course on Tableau, and what I did was I took a couple years of some old affiliate marketing data from one program, and I said, let's put this in Tableau and let's visualize it. So I want to showcase what I've built from some of the visualizations in Tableau. So the first one you're seeing here is a couple years of data aggregated for clicks versus revenue, but it's also plotted by campaign. So you can see the campaign names here, just plotted what seems like it's randomly. But if we notice that there's actually a substantial amount of clicks here, and at the very top, we've got 3 campaigns that have made a lot of money. But if we look at this over here on the left and the right, we can see that one of these campaigns took 5 times more traffic to generate the same revenue. This was pretty painful when I saw it. And if I'd seen this back in the day, I would have reorganized the campaigns right off the bat, because I can tell you that two of these campaigns had the exact same sign-up bonus. Pretty brutal. Here we're looking at a very similar set of KPIs. Instead of clicks versus revenues, it's basically clicks versus signups. Looking at another graph, we just said, okay, let's keep going and let's do signups versus revenue share commission. We can kind of see a pattern starting to emerge. And here, this was back in the COVID days, so obviously we can see this COVID spike here, but this is also still 2 years of data superimposed on top of each other. And this is basically all the click data. Moving forward, we've got FTDs. So I think it's kind of good to actually analyze your data and go, okay, what can I look at that it's not maybe normally visible when you're looking at, let's say, StatsDrone, or you're just looking at your data from any of the affiliate programs. And so this one here, I wanted to say, okay, let me build a tree map and look at the days of the month. And this one I probably should have rebuilt for more than just clicks. I actually could have shown probably things like FTDs and revenue. And more importantly, one thing I think that's actually understated is I actually believe that there's some programs that if you started to look at the 30th and the 29th, I mean, almost every day of the month has the 29th, and you want to see if you have the same number of FTDs. And more importantly, is your revenue share commission positive or negative on the last few days of the month? So if you're ever concerned about an affiliate program, you kind of know what to do here. And then looking at the days of the week, I wanted to see if I can find some patterns that came to life. And so as I was looking around, I just said, let's throw all the data in. The KPIs I cared to look at are clicks, deposits, revenue, signups, and total commissions. And we can see that, a lot of the revenue activity was happening on the weekend. But what was interesting is that there's actually a lot of click data happening, during the weekdays. And just basically taking it a step further of going, okay, let's look at the revenue and clicks, and we can kind of see something similar. A lot of clicks during the weekdays, but a little less on the weekend. However, the revenue on the weekend was ramped up a bit. And who knows, maybe this could be more to do with players just maybe playing online where they happen to already have their accounts ready to go. I don't know. I don't care, but here's the revenue. And last but not least is something that I want to start sharing a bit more of within StatsDrone, as well as with these Tableau dashboards outside of it. So looking at this one, I wanted to see the positive and negative value of our revenue share commission as time went on. So just looking at about 2 years worth of data, you can see that the negatives do dip quite a bit. But what is interesting is that there's not a lot of time spent in these negatives. You can see here, it's like once it hits negative, it's almost like a day or two where the player just basically rebounds and starts playing again. So if I had actually experienced maybe longer droughts where it stayed negative, I'd be a little bit concerned. And it goes without saying, if you had negative carryover, then you'd actually see this thing extended for a long period of time. So no one would be happy with that. And then new data viz. So this is stuff we're working on right now. And it's actually, I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. It's our head of BI and analytics, Linda Salem. She does a lot of these Tableau dashboards. So I just want to zoom back on this one, which I think is super interesting. We're trying to see if we can make it easier for you to understand the player values and how the player values change over time. So more importantly, if you're interested in some of these data viz of what we have, then yeah, just kind of reach out, and hopefully that's helping you level up your game. And if you want to understand what some of these data viz libraries that we have, it's a lot of them have different types of insights and KPIs you can learn from. So reach out, and we'd be happy to help you level up your Monday.